Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video I will be talking about the Nanoleaf Mini Triangles, which some of you know these shapes, they are not new to the market. Still recently they have implemented some features like the integration in Corsair iCue. In the meantime, on the Stream Deck some of the basic features and integrations have been there for a while now. And let me warn you on one important thing. While you set up them you will eventually be triggered and lose your patience by how these things are so frustrating to set up on the Nanoleaf app or iOS home app or Android app or whatever else app. Anyway, let's check them out, including the integrations with all the apps. Okay guys, here's what you get when you unbox the box of the starter kit. The 5 triangles that are here. This is the controller. These are the 6 connectors to connect between them and to make all the shapes, and these are the tapes to connect to the wall or whatever else you want. So we will get to that in a minute. And here is the power supply. With this power supply I believe you can connect up to 120. Alright, that's it. So let's install them and create some basic shapes. Alright guys, here we got our mini triangles, the starter kit here. For connecting them is really easy, you have to use the connectors. For connecting 5 of these triangles you need 4 connectors, and the connectors is really easy, you have to push it in one of these spaces here. Let me show you how you can do that. And when you hear the click, that's okay. Alright, that's it. Let me turn it around, and here we got our 5 mini triangles. Now we have to use another connector to connect the controller to one of them. Alright guys, let's connect the power supply. I'm going to do it on this corner here. So this mounting tapes, as you can see, you have to connect it here. Let me show you where. To this piece here, to this little plastic piece here. As you can see, this moves in case you want to move the shapes and you want to combine with different shapes. Alright, here we have all the tapes. Before connecting it to the wall, in my case I'm going to connect it to a drawer, but anyway, you can connect it also to the wall. The important thing is that the wall should be a regular one, not those with strange textures, otherwise this won't be working properly. Alright, here we have turned it on, and they are pretty bright, I have to say. This is the controller. Here you can control the effects, as we can see, or you can combine them just with simply with controller, or to follow the music if there is any music. Here's the next effect. Okay, let's download the app and check some settings also there before going through the installation. And also with iCue, because I want to control everything, all my light through iCue, because I have all the PC lighting, and also this one I want to control it. Before moving on with the integrations on iCue and Stream Deck, I wanted to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on the notifications. This will help the channel a lot and allow me to bring more content like this. Thank you so much. Alright guys, here we have the Stream Deck. As you might know, the Nanoleafs are compatible with the Stream Deck, so you can turn on and turn off your lights and change the brightness of the Nanoleafs panels by using the Stream Deck keys. So let's check quickly some basic actions. On and off, you have to choose a controller, of course, here. One thing that I've been noticing, I don't know if it's a problem from Stream Deck or from the Nanoleaf itself, I believe it's more Nanoleaf, is when you turn on and turn off, when you assign this key on and off, in certain scenarios it might not work. So you have to use, instead of on and off, you might have to use some FX, if I'm not wrong. Yes, so this is something really strange. In this case, with the FX is going to turn on and off the mini triangle shapes. Alright guys, here we have the Corsair iCue app. Nanoleaf and Corsair have been introducing this integration between iCue and this shape. Let me go quickly on how you can set up this. You have to go in integrations. You have to click on setup on this setup. I have already set up mine. Keep in mind that you have to be in the same network for being able to reach the Nanoleaf shapes. Otherwise you are not going to reach them and you're not going to see here. So let me close this one here. Here we have shapes. Let's click on this. As we can see here, we have the shapes that actually I have been creating with mini triangles. This info windows here is telling us that something else is controlling Nanoleaf shapes, so we have to click on revert control to iCue, and here we can apply lighting effects. I have to say that none of these lighting type are working on the shapes, which is amazingly strange. So you can set up them. The Corsair iCue app is seeing all the shapes or how you have set up all the shapes, but is not applying the effects to them. I believe the integration between the iCue app and Nanoleafs are not well done, so you are going to face this kind of issue. So basically the integration is not working. You are going to install the shapes, but then they are not going to work properly on the iCue app. So at the moment, the only integration which makes sense is the integration between the Stream Deck and the Nanoleafs. Another small interesting thing is that if you know the IP address of your Nanoleaf controller, you can access it on the normal web page, and you are going to see all these things that you can, for example, upload a firmware file if you have one. I don't understand why Nanoleaf is not releasing those firmware files, allow you to update all the controls or to downgrade whatever else is not working. I was chatting also with a support of Nanoleafs, and they confirmed me that there is no such a place when they are sharing all the firmware updates or the firmware files, which is something strange, because this can be also something helpful for the end users if they want to update the firmwares. Or let's talk about the mobile app, specifically the iOS app. Well, when you try to set up the Nanoleaf Mini Triangles for the first time, your mental sanity can be seriously proved, and you might be tempted to throw them in a trash bin after 3 seconds. You will get continuous errors and errors and more errors, which can be, at least for me, one of the most terrible experiences with a so-called smart device. I've been resetting these things like 10 times before getting them working. A tech nightmare. The Nanoleaf Mini Triangles are well done, and they are compatible with the most common smart home apps like iOS Home App Kit and so on, including with the Stream Deck app, or lately iCue if you want to sync all the lights in one place. But they have two big issues: the pairing and connection, which is something that really might prove your passions, and the Nanoleaf app, that is something not well designed in my opinion and might confuse you a lot. Other brands on the market are offering other shapes with the same or even more quality, more stable connection, and almost the same integrations. Considering these two big issues and how other brands are doing better, I'm not sure if Nanoleaf will continue to be the main choice for this kind of ambient lights, especially considering they cost compared with others. As usual guys, if you liked this video and found it helpful, please leave a thumbs up, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching.